Hi, I'm Kutzer with the Orvis Fly Fishing Schools. Today I want to give you a couple tips and tricks on how to help you shoot line a little bit easier. When we want to shoot line or shooting line, what we're doing is we're stripping out a little bit of line and we're adding a little bit of distance to our cast. But sometimes it doesn't always go out there nicely. So here are a couple things you can keep in mind that'll make it a little bit easier. Step one is remembering when to release this line. We want to release this line immediately after we stop that rod. When that rod comes to a stop, then we want to let go of that line right after. If we let go of that line beforehand, what usually happens is this. It wraps around the rod, it doesn't go out nicely, and it can give us a little bit of a tangle. The second thing we want to remember when we're shooting line is to feather that line through our hands. Notice how I made a little bit of a ring here with my hand. All right, that little bit of a ring acts as an extra guide for that line to slide through here. Now, notice on those last two casts how that line wrapped around the reel or the butt of the rod. If that happens to you, here's a little trick. Take that hand and separate it a little bit. Keep it away from the rod right here rather than up close, and that'll help prevent that line from flipping around. So there's a couple tips and tricks you can try to help shoot that line a little bit easier. Make sure you let it go when you come to a stop. Make sure you make that little ring with your hand here, and then make sure you keep your hands a little bit separated. When you want to go for a longer shot and make a longer cast, one thing I like to do is lift my rod up just a little bit. So if I want to shoot all this line, I raise my rod up or keep my rod up a little bit higher, and that's going to allow that line to have a little more travel time up in the air to give you a little bit more distance. So again, I strip this line in, I come back to that easy length to cast, but I'm going to then come to that good stop, shoot that line. I lift my hands up, keep my hands a little bit separated. Notice how that line didn't go around that reel, making that ring. These are a couple tips and tricks. Tune into our YouTube channel if you want to see more. Thanks again for watching. I'm Kutzer. Have a great day.